Alright, so let me know if this sounds familiar. You sit down, check the news real quick, and suddenly PlayStation's trending, anime announcements are popping off, and superhero casting news is everywhere. That's this week. We got a classic game hitting a major anniversary, anime locking in its future, and movies quietly setting up what 2026 is gonna look like. Nothing feels random, everything feels intentional. So, yeah, let's talk. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to KB Talks, the place where gaming, anime, and movies collide. I'm KB, and today's episode is absolutely loaded. We're breaking down a stacked PlayStation Plus lineup, a legendary RPG anniversary, new anime announcements, manga and comic book picks of the week, and some big DC and Marvel movie updates to close things out. No wasting time. Let's jump right in. Uh, all right. Let's start with gaming because PlayStation really came through this month. The PlayStation lineup for December is stacked, and that's not clickbait. Here's what subscribers get access to: Lego Horizon Adventures, Killing Floor 3, The Outlast Trials, Sin Duality Echo of Ada, Neon White, and yes, Red Dead Redemption is also a part of the lineup. These games will be available from December 2nd, 2025 to January 5th, 2026. So you got plenty of time to download, sample, and decide what sticks. And if you have the extra tier, things get even better. You're looking at Assassin's Creed Mirage, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Skate Story, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Planet Coaster 2, Cat Quest 3, Log Horizon Adventures, Paw Patrol Grand Prix, and Paw Patrol World. This is one of those lineups where there's something for every type of player. Action, RPGs, chill builders, and even co-op family games. And for premium members, we got a throwback edition, Soul Calibur 3. If you grew up in the PS2 era, you already know what kind of nostalgia that brings with it. But stepping outside of PlayStation Plus, let's talk legacy. This year marks 20 years since Kingdom Hearts 3 originally launched in Japan. That that game didn't just age well, it helped define an entire era of action RPGs, smooth combat, wild story twists, and worlds ranging from Lion King to Pirates of the Caribbean. Calling Kingdom Hearts 2 the greatest game of all time isn't nostalgia goggles. This, for me personally, it's the best game ever. It's it's the mechanics, music, story structure, emotional payoffs, and raw feel all locked together in a way very few games ever manage. And this thing is engineered to live in your head rent free. It does a great job of blending Disney and Final Fantasy and meshing it together. The combat is secretly a masterclass. At a glance, Kingdom Hearts 2 looks like a stylish button mashing under the hood. It's a beautifully tuned action RPG that rewards precision, timing, and experimentation. Reaction commands turn enemy attacks into opportunities. Drive form radically change your playstyle mid-fight. Magic isn't filler, it's a real tactical layer. Boss fights escalate from cinematic to downright punishing without ever feeling unfair. On higher difficulties, Kingdom Hearts 2 become a dance, a violent anime infused ballet. Very few games scale from accessible to hardcore this elegantly. The the pacing is absurdly good. Kingdom Hearts 2 understands momentum. The opening Roxas arc is slow, melancholy, and intentional, teaching you loss before power. The game then lets loose, worlds open up, combat system stacks, and by mid game you feel unstoppable right before the story pulls the plug right out again. There's almost no dead air. Every return visit to a world escalates the stakes. By the end game, Kingdom Hearts 2 is firing on all cylinders and refuses to slow down until the credits roll. Now me per now me personally, Roxas I believe Roxas is one of the greatest gaming openings ever. Let's be honest, the Roxas prologue is legendary, not because it's flashy, but it's quiet. Summer vacation vibes masking existential horror, a character discovering his entire life is borrowed time. That doesn't just set up the plot, it emotionally uh, it emotionally anchors the entire franchise. When Kingdom Hearts 2 later asks you to fight for heart, memory, and identity, it already earned your trust. It built it built over 2, maybe 3 hours of you playing with this character, and you get to you get to love this character, and then by by the time the we get to the end of the prologue, every we all feel bad for Roxas. Then we got the iconic Organization 13 villains, black coats, cryptic speech, boss themes that go harder than they have any right to. Each member of Organization 13 represents a twisted reflection of the heroes, people who lost something essential and are desperately trying to reclaim it. Their motivations are tragic, selfish, philosophical, and human. They aren't evil for sport, they're broken. Xemnas, in particular, feels less like a villain and more like an idea given a sword. Now, for me, the best part of Kingdom Hearts is the music. The Kingdom Hearts music is untouchable. Yoko Shimomura didn't just compose a soundtrack, she carved emotional memory into sound. Tracks like Dearly Beloved, Roxas theme, and The Other Promises aren't background music. They're emotional triggers, and years later, a single piano note can teleport you back to a specific feeling, a specific moment, and a specific version of yourself. Great games have good music. Legendary games have music that rewires your brain. Plus, Kingdom Hearts sticks the landing. Kingdom Hearts 2 actually ends cleanly, powerfully, and earned. The final stretch from the world that never was to the last duel is peak spectacle without losing emotional clarity. The final boss sequence is mechanically wild, narratively coherent, and visually unforgettable. Then the end hits quiet, hopeful, and complete. Most games fumble their finale. Kingdom Hearts 2 nails it, especially how it blends into the end scene where, hey, this is our next game. It understood fun without sacrificing depth. This this is maybe the most important point. Kingdom Heart is joyful and it's flashy and it's ridiculous. You fight alongside Disney characters, fly through the air, and duel anime villains with key-shaped swords, and yet beneath all that, it asks serious questions about identity, purpose, memory, and connection. It never apologizes for being sincere. That confidence is why it still works. Kingdom Hearts still matter because plenty of games do one or two things better. Few do everything this well at the same time. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a rare game that feels amazing to play, sounds unforgettable, tells a story that actually lands, respect player growth, and it ages gracefully. Even today, I still do run throughs of Kingdom Hearts 2. That's why it's not just a classic, it's a benchmark, the kind of game people measure entire genres against. For a show like KB Talks, this isn't just a hot take, it's a thesis. Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't just define the series, it defined a generation of players who learned that games could be weird, emotional, challenging, and fun all at once. And honestly, we're still chasing that feeling. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is still a game that I'm not ashamed that while I'm playing, certain cutscenes will get me to cry. Like even certain moments, certain music notes while I'm playing the game, my eyes will water up. But I'm I'm proud to have that happen. But PlayStation and Square Enix acknowledged the anniversary by inviting fans to share memories of their first playthroughs, late night sessions, and even siblings' arguments over the controller. And honestly, those stories have been incredible. Some similar to mine. I was first introduced to Kingdom Hearts because my uncle bought the game and I was close with him, so when he bought the game, I, I would sit down and watch him play it, and then he would let me play after he beat the game. But I, that's that's when I fell in love with Kingdom Hearts 1. Then then he brought home Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was just like, I have to beat this game. But but anybody that's looking for a new gaming series to start Kingdom Hearts. I guarantee you'll love it. If you like Final Fantasy, you like Disney, it blends it together very well. Once again, the music is amazing. It it hits like real close to home. But please check out Kingdom Hearts. And speaking of adaptations, anime fans, this one matters. I might butcher the name, but Gach Gachiakatu is officially getting a game adaptation for PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. It's being developed as a survival action RPG. And if the anime's raw energy translate properly, this could be something special because people have been asking, "Hey, when when we get a new anime game, do not make it an arena fighter because every game that comes out is an arena fighter." So this one is a survival action RPG. So it's gonna be different. I hope it sticks to landing because right now only Dragon Ball games and Naruto games do well. All the other anime games are like mediocre. But even then, Spark and Zero, you could toss in that bunch. Like you see how they switched it up with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, uh, Xenoverse. Like though they're still supporting those games. Even Dragon Ball Fighters, they were You could tell the the amount of attention to detail and support they put into those games. I hope they put just as much and that they put just as much energy into making this a good game as they did for those three Dragon Ball games. Do not just coast by on this thinking people, oh, the anime is doing well, people will pick up the game. Please put real effort into making this a great game. But that's the gaming side of things. Anime fans, it's your turn now. First up, big news for slime fans. The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime has officially announced season 4, and it's reportedly planned for over 60 episodes. The broadcast kicks off in April 2026, and on top of that, a new anime movie premieres in February 2026. That's not a drip feed, it's a 4-course meal. They're not testing interest anymore, they're fully committing. I've been waiting for a while for it to come back. The manga releases has been slow, so I can only wait for the anime at this point. But next up, My Hero Academia is getting a special episode titled More. This episode adapts chapter 431 of the manga and explores where Deku and his classmates are 8 years after graduating from UA. It premieres worldwide on May 2nd, 2026, and this feels like one of those emotional epilogues fans have been waiting for. And finally, Bleach fans, it's almost time. Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, the final season, is officially set to premiere in July 2026. We also got a trailer revealed during Jump Festa, and yeah, it looks like they're going all out to close this chapter properly. It feels like a finale. It feels less like a finale and more like a victory lap. Now, I really hope once this is finished, they go right into continuing the manga. If this ends the way it looks like, I'm glad this ends being great. But we'll just have to wait and see. But before we go to movie news, I have two recommendations. We got the manga of the episode and the comic book of the episode. So the manga of the episode goes to Solo Bug Player. Has 173 chapters. The story follows Shin, a guy who knows his favorite MMO inside and out until he dies and get reincarnated inside that very game. Now reborn as a lord in a frozen province, he uses his knowledge of exploits, glitches, and hidden mechanics to completely fit the script. It's strategic, clever, and scratches that I know the system better than the world it's perfectly. It also has many surprises, so check it out when you get the chance. But the comic of the episode goes to the Flash and the Fantastic Four, a wild crossover where speed meets science. And yes, Gorilla Grodd is part of the problem. It's chaotic in the best way. We got we got the Flash and the Fantastic Four teaming up to take down Gorilla Grodd. I won't give no spoilers, but it's a really enjoyable read. But now that we're fully warmed up, let's slide into the chaos happening over in Hollywood. First up, DC news. Lars Ettinger has officially been cast as Brainiac in Man of Tomorrow. James Gunn also shared insight into his inspiration for the character pulling from classic 1950s interpretations all the way into the darker, creepier, modern versions, such as Absolute Brainiac. And honestly, that range gives Brainiac real potential to be terrifying in the best way. Now, me personally, when I think of Brainiac, it's always from the the Superman animated series. That's just what I imagine when I think of Brainiac. But it's been a it's been many different interpretations that it could. I just hope that the design is really done well. As for large Ettinger, I didn't have a pick for Brainiac, so I would just assume whoever they picked already is a great actor and has great chemistry with Superman and Lex since since he is the villain of the movie. But we'll just have to wait for it to come out and see. And on the and on the and on the Marvel side, Spider-Man Brand New Day has officially wrapped filming. The movie is set to hit theaters on July 1st, 31st, 2026. The movie is set to hit theaters on July 31st, 2026, and while details are still under wraps, production wrapping this early is usually a good sign. We know they'll probably go in for reshoots, but they got it. They got enough time to go in and edit the film, the CG, make sure everything is nice and tightly knit. But I'm hoping this Spider-Man is like next level. I hope we get like my only fear for Spider-Man is they undo everything from the last movie too quick. Like give stuff time to bake. Like last movie, Ned and MJ don't remember Peter. Alright, cool. Me personally, I don't want her in this movie. Let him grow without them and then slowly introduce them back in. Like if she is in a movie, make it just be for a scene. But other than that, I hope this is everything I'm expecting. The new suit looks amazing. So that this might be my second favorite live action Spider-Man suit. The first is Andrew Garfield from Spider-Man 2, and then this just might be the number one. But that's the full rundown across gaming, anime, movies, and television this week. Big big anniversaries, major announcements, and a clear message that 2026 is already shaping up to be a massive year for entertainment. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you enjoy real conversations about gaming, anime, and movies, make sure you're subscribed. This has been KB Talks, the place where gaming, anime, and movies collide. I'll catch you in the next one.